You said there were 50,000 Hamas. Others have put the total figure at around 25,000, which begs the question, if after 18, 19 months now, you have been waging this ferocious war against 25, 26,000 terrorists, and you still haven't defeated them, you still can't get your hostages released, they're still not being released, it's clear to most people that your strategy is failing. But what you're doing is ramping up the attacks, ramping up the devastation, ramping up the clearing out of Gaza. You've got members of the cabinet openly saying they want to get rid of all the Palestinians and get them into another country. So it seems to everybody else that what you're actually doing is not winning any war against Hamas. In fact, many people think, including intelligence that the Americans have received, for every Hamas terrorist you've killed, they've already been replaced multiple times with people with the same ideology. And that would explain why you can't get the hostages out. And in fact, the hostages, the more you bombard Gaza, the more you would say that their own lives become imperiled. And the overriding picture, which is what's getting Israel so much opprobrium around the world, is that your strategy isn't working. There's no clear plan for what happens at the end of all this. Hamas is still clearly alive and well and thriving. Yes, you've killed another one of their leaders today, but you killed his brother, who was the architect of October the 7th, months ago, and that didn't seem to make any difference to Hamas's ability to continue engaging in battle with you. And the argument remains, how many Palestinian civilian innocent lives, women and in particular children, are you prepared to kill as you continue going after Hamas when it doesn't appear that you're winning that battle? All you're achieving at the moment is making Israel more and more of a global pariah. When only a few days ago you have 2 doctors in Gaza who have 10 children and 9 of them are killed in a bombardment by your forces, that doesn't make people feel, oh, this is all going great. It makes people think that you're waging a systematic destruction, not just of property and of land, but also of children. And that's what's happening. The percentage of children that you're killing compared to the percentage of you're killing of Hamas terrorists, what is it? Do you know? Do you know how many children you've killed? Well, hang on. Answer me that one question. Do you know how many Hamas terrorists you've killed and how many children you've killed? Do you know those 2 numbers?
I know the numbers that came from the IDF. I know the numbers that came from a very, very established
Give me the 2 numbers. Give me the 2 numbers.
Wait a second. We killed 30,000. We killed 30,000 terrorists in phase 1 of the war. Since the war is back, I don't have the numbers. But let me tell you one thing. We never target civilians. So this question is irrelevant.
How many children have you killed?
Pierce, Israel is not killing children. Israel is not killing children. Hamas is using them as human shields.
Israel is killing children every single day.
Pierce, this is a blood label you're putting on Israel.
You are killing a lot of children on a daily basis. That is indisputable. My interesting question for you is, how come you know exactly how many Hamas terrorists you've killed, but you have no idea how many children you've killed?
Pierce, I will give you the answer, because when you are accusing a country of killing children, it sounds to all the people that are listening to us as if Israel wakes up in the morning and says, "Oh, let's kill innocent people now." This is not what Israel is doing.
But you are killing a lot of children. I'm curious why you say you know exactly how many Hamas terrorists have been killed, but you have no idea how many children have been killed. Why is it you know one number but not the other?
I'll give you the answer. Because in the end of the day, we never target civilians. We only target the terrorists.
Why don't you know the statistics?
And look, you can ask this question.
Are you saying no children have been killed in Gaza?
I didn't say that.
Are you saying that?
I didn't say that.
What are you saying?
I said,
well, what are you saying?
Pierce, what I'm saying is Hamas
How
needs
many
to
have
be
been
blamed.
killed?
Hamas needs to be blamed for any child that is being killed in Gaza. Now, if you want to go into this propaganda of Israel is doing this and that,
it's not propaganda. I'm asking you why you know how many terrorists you've killed, but you don't know how many children you've killed in the process.
I have an answer, because we targeted those terrorists and we never targeted any civilians.
But how do you know about the number of terrorists killed, but you don't know how many children have been killed?
And I'm saying
again,
how
do you know one, not the other? Explain to me. Treat me like a village idiot. Why is it that you know one number, but you don't know the other?
According to the international humanitarian law, it makes a lot of difference if you're targeting civilians, if you're targeting the legitimate war aims.
I'm not talking about who you're targeting. I'm not saying you're deliberately targeting the children who've
Very
been killed.
good. So that's the only thing that we are discussing here.
No, it's not. Because you know how many terrorists you've killed, you say, but you
because
have no
those
idea
are the people
how many
we
children.
targeted.
So how many children have died in the process? Why don't you know that number too?
Piers, please ask this question to the people that can give you the answer. I don't have the answer.
Who has the answer?
Please don't ask me questions.
Who has the answer? Who has the answer?
I don't have the answer. And I will tell you
the
something.
Israeli ambassador to my country. Who else should I ask? Because it strikes me as utterly extraordinary that you, as the ambassador to my country, are able to say with complete clarity and certainty 30,000 Hamas have been killed, but you seem to have absolutely no idea how many children have died in the process. No idea. Or you have no interest. I don't know which one it is.
Piers, let me go back to your question about the journalists. I think in the end of the day,
let them in.
We are coming to the point where journalists will be allowed to get into Gaza as long as there is no risk for them. And you know that
it's got nothing to do with you, the risk to journalists.
It's
not your problem.
From my point of view,
it's not your problem.
Once there is no risk to their life, I'm sure they'll be allowed to get in.
What a load of flannel, Ambassador. Don't treat us like idiots, please. We're not idiots. You're not doing it for our safety. You've banned the journalists so that they don't report on what is actually happening.
So Israel is very cautious when it acts. Israel doesn't target civilians. And in the end of the day, you need to understand that this is our children's life here, our security and our defense. No Israeli wants to face another terror attack like the 7th of October.
Your children's lives are clearly very important to you. I'm just curious why Palestinian children's lives aren't.
It's not what I'm saying, but...
دیدن نادیده ها